Topical issues. Topic: here comes the money. Chedah, Chapa, Donge, Pesa or cash. Before I start this, I'm going to introduce an old school song. A song that resonates with people of my age. That is the first one. But when I was giving some records, sometimes people comment he's old school. So let me start with old school, and then I'll come with what I had recently. It sounds funny, but it is that for today. Then I'll be able to analyze. So for our time, when I was young, there was a group called Naughty by Nature. And they had a song called Here Comes the Money. It was talking about money. How people want ching ching, bling bling, that. And as I was going to, I had gone someplace in town for a hair shave, and I was listening to the radio, and I heard something that at first sounded naughty. I was complaining because of my age, but I realized it is something for the youth. And then I realized when I went into it, okay, it may appear a bit naughty, just like what we call naughty by nature, but what it was talking about is things that deal with life. I tried to find it out in the internet and found it was sung by somebody called Goditena and Spoiler, two of them. The song is called Mukuchu. I came to understand that Mukuchu means money. So anapenda cash, anapenda Mukuchu, anapenda money. And that is where my topic is centered today. Here comes the money by Naughty by Nature. Anapenda cash, anapenda Mukuchu, anapenda Chapa. Here comes the shillings. Here comes the kwacha. Here comes the rupees. Here comes the dollars. This is what is happening in the present life dispensation. For Christians, the Bible says, in the last days of the altars, or whatever, I say last days of the altars because nobody knows, even Jesus did not say when the last days will be, though a few of us appear to know. Some even think it may be less than a year, others are giving 10 years, others are giving, but nobody knows. But what I know, according to the interpretation and whatever I encountered, in the last days of the altars, men will be lovers of self, love themselves more than others, lovers of money or mukuchu. They'll be cruel, they'll be unloving, and you can add all the other words you would like to add. This is a system where everybody is saying, here comes the money. Religious people, secular people, all ladies and gentlemen, they love Chapa. Why? They love money. They love mukuchu. Those who will say this song is naughty, it is up to you. By the way, money is naughty by nature. So, this other song, Here Comes the Money, was sung by a group called Naughty by Nature. I have been wondering, what can man or woman do for money? Let's look at the good things first. They can buy luxurious things. They can lead a life of luxury. They can be famous or buy fame. They can be called good names, even if they are not. Here comes money. Here comes mukuchu. Here comes Chedah. Here comes Chapa. Let's look at the negative side. They can kill for money. They can steal for money. They can sell themselves to people for money. They can sell themselves to the occult for money. In fact, in some tourist areas with prostitution areas, they sometimes rent their spouses. Imagine a spouse renting a spouse to somebody for money to get Chapa or get Mukuchu or Pesa. They will pirate the seas. They will blow themselves up in suicidal martyr styles, and they will be assassins for hire. Here comes Pesa. Here comes Naira. Here comes Kwacha. Here comes dollar. Here comes the money. Now to those who did not hear, well, the money season is here. The time to sell out is here. The time we eat donkey meat in secrecy is back again. It is burro time. I understand is it the Spaniards who call donkey burro? So it is burro meat time once more. Let's eat burro. Once more, let us finish the donkeys. The money time is here. The quarter time is here. Here comes the dollar. Here comes Chapa. Here comes Mukuchu. Ching, 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 bling, bling, bling. All that. Here comes the money. Now don't sell yourself low. Go for the highest bidder. Sell your freedom for money. Sell your prosperity. Here comes the money. Here comes the Chapa. You are innocent, man. They will point you out. You are a ridicule. They will say you don't know. You don't toe the line. They will say you are insane. Run away from those tags and be innocent. They may tag the money away from you. Remember the money. You don't look innocent. You might miss the money if you do. If you don't look innocent, you must look innocent. You know what I mean by innocent. God made man, man made money, and money indeed made man mad. Question: why do you complain when those who give you money, when they want their way, now don't give you because they have had their way? You are up in arms, all of you. This is an expensive world. These politicians are corrupt. These rich men are heartless. Do you know the West and don't know the East and don't know the North and the South and even the Center? They are all colonizing us. Yes, it is for the money. It is for the dollars. It's for the shilling. It's for the kwacha. It's for the naira. This is bad, man. This is bad, woman. We must change the situation. That's what we say. Look at you. Instead of getting up when you have ideas of getting up from the calls, because we are seated on calls that time you are suffering, you keep complaining. This one is paining. Life is bad. Things might change. They lied to us. Here comes the money. Here comes Chapa. Here comes the Mukuchu. Then you are told, change. Why don't you shift from the burning coals? Again, you remember, oh, the pain does not exceed the loyalty. So, what is the next question? If I get out of these calls, somebody from another place may be put there. I'm guarding it for my countrymen, for my tribemen, for my continent men. Yes, let me burn, but this is the comfort zone. Here comes the money. Here comes Chapa. Here comes Chedah. Here comes dollars. Look here, man. Look here, woman. These scores are just glowing. They don't hurt me much. because they were put there by somebody from our place. No, or because you don't want changes. You want to talk about changes. You want to complain about changes, but you don't want change to come. Why are you shouting then? Wanting a reprieve from the burning coals. Listen, man, you don't know if we touch our coal, our people might be left out. Thus, on the stove, we sit, burning on the coal. Ask you, but why are you complaining? Where is the pain? Why are you saying they are cheating you out? They promised to give you heaven. No, you sit on the coals. Then you're told again, did you say you want changes? Up in arms again. We might do this and do that, and then now we shall be seated on gas, burning gas. It's better we just sit here. Maybe changes will come. Changes will never come by themselves. But here comes the Chapa. Here comes the money. Here comes the dollars. Here comes Mukuchu. You are given. It's almost election time. In some areas, the money is moving. Those who are complaining say, I would not like this time. They are busy taking. Now they are singing another tone, another tune. They are in sync. Yes, here comes the money. Here comes the Mukuchu. Things are going haywire here, there, and there. They can't complain. They can't castigate. Somebody has to take the risk. Hey, you better sit on the coals and be safe. Here comes the money. Here comes the Chapa. Here comes the Mukuchu. Worldwide, that's what's happening. But some people have been brave enough. They have risen up. They have spoken their mind because change comes from the people. This is a worldwide thing. This is a countrywide thing. This is a regional thing. You don't go for changes, they won't come. Why are we always complaining every time? They cheated us out. When the time to make those changes come, this is our comfort zone. If I move away from here, again, some people may be put here. So again, what do? Let's protect our calls, but we keep burning. Truth is, if you don't feel the pain for yourself, nobody will. We shall keep complaining. So the best I can say, if you decide to conform, don't complain. Don't scream, you're seated on burning coals, for goodness sake. It's your comfort zone. It is your comfort zone. Yes, eat the shillings. Yes, be somebody who keeps cheering because you have been promised or something and you are promised you are never given. Refuse the changes. But immediately something has happened, maybe the dispensation has changed. You start calling for changes. We wish we had had the changes. So, what can we say? Sometimes it's difficult to say and repeat. Or sometimes you get your insanity and you see things that are not there. Maybe people are having a good time. Complaining they are having a bad time. It's very interesting. Sometimes people may be talking the opposite of what they are feeling. And you come shouting thinking they are feeling. For those who feel the pain, everywhere, all over the world, go for the changes. For those who see the change and are comfortable on the burning coals, don't complain, keep quiet. Don't talk about the changes you don't want to make. Don't talk of sacrifices you are not ready to indulge in. Who will be making the sacrifices for you? If you are not ready to make a step, please, when the time comes and you are in another dispensation, don't complain. cheer up. Yes, feel comfortable in your burning coals. Or else, make the changes. Nobody will do it for you. Make it as citizens of the world, of the country, of an area. I am saying this. I know sometimes it may sound like a bother, but some things that have been happening and you've been complaining about sometimes start to take root. What do? No, if I say it's me, if we say it is us, so everything goes on. And then tomorrow you'll be the one again up in arms. These changes, they should have made these changes. Make those suggestions, make those moves. I know tunapenda cash, tunapenda mukuchu, but don't let it overrun us. Why are the donkeys back again being slaughtered? We thought it was over. A question you should ponder about. Why are things again happening the way they had stopped happening? Is something you should ponder about. But if you are comfortable, please stop shouting. Don't say anything. Don't blame any politician. Don't blame anybody. Don't even blame yourself. Relax on the burning coals. But if you feel they are burning coals, talk something. Do something when the time is still there. So that next time, there is still time. Around the world, things are happening. It's not only here. It's not this country only. It's not East Africa only. It's not Africa only. It's all over the world. People are thinking of money. But after things have happened, things have not changed or they have become worse. They start complaining. But these people promised us. They have been promising you and failing. It's a time you took a step. Or relax in peace. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. If you don't, say when you are feeling. That is my take. I may be shouting like a madman, but sometimes madness can surpass the goodness of the insanity of being innocent. You know what I mean? That is my take for now. Ditto, if you feel I've gone against whatever you may, please forgive me. But if you feel you need to make changes, make them yourself. Make a step individually, as a group. That's how it goes. Or else, don't complain. You're comfortable with everything. That's my take for now.